Hello everyone, White Mage Serenia here, coming to you with a video that I really didn't want to have to make, but apparently people have trouble reading the description in other videos of mine. They were commenting on my White Mages Can Fight video, the one that I did over 2 years ago, and they were all like, this is the worst video I've ever seen, and didn't even read the description, let alone watch the video, it feels like. And this was the video where I was White Mage, Red Mage, showing that I could solo decent challenge without needing, you know, the Genbu shield, which I do have, or Ninja Sub at the time. And I thought it turned out okay for it to be my very first video, but like I said, people apparently don't want to read, so that's why I'm doing the live commentary with this. Okay, so, as you can see, I'm using the Scholar Sub, and I really don't know how well this is going to turn out, you know, since this is the first time I've ever recorded the Final Fantasy XI video with my new computer monitor. So, anyway, let's hope this works out, and I'm going to show you once again. I'm going to do the buffs from here, and then I'm just going to fight him like I did the last time, only with my updated gear and all this other stuff, you know. And for some of you that's watched a lot of my Final Fantasy XI videos, you'll notice I don't use a whole lot of macros. I have like a very few that I actually do use, but I'll actually do a full Let's Discuss on my macros or lack thereof later on, because, yeah. I don't really want to get into that right now. Okay, now, to show you my combat gear that I will be using for this. I will be using my unlocked Morgenstern. I will be using the Tarika shield, as well as my Smart Grenade, Chivalrous Chain, Potent Belt, Cheviot Cape, my Rajas Ring, Ekphoria Ring, my Diablos Earring, my Brutal Earring that I recently acquired. Now, I also want to show you my Hexastrike gear swap that I have. For Hexastrike, I swap into this following gear. I swap into Optical Hat, Reverend Mail, Healer's Mitts +1, Ruby Ring, Vendor Slops. I'm still trying to find better pants for that, but yeah, slim pickings, as well as Tabin Boots +1. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, let's switch back. Apply Light Art since I am Scholar Sub. I should have done that first, but it just didn't cross my mind, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, apply Stone Skin. As you can see, I do cast all my spells manually for the most part. There we go. And let's do this. And for the heck of it, I'm just going to throw in a Meat Myth Kebab, whatever. Now then. Now that that's out of the way, first cast Haste on myself. And now to slow down the goblin. Cast Slow. And then, of course, Paralyze. Also, back during the very first video that I did like 2 years ago, like I said before, I didn't even have merits. And I'll show you my merits in a minute once I kill this thing, to be honest. Because I have acquired a lot of merits since then. And once again, I hope this video does turn out okay on YouTube, because I don't know how the quality is going to look, but I'll definitely get it to look as best I can for all purposes. Oh yes, I need to put Dia on him. I'm not even going to bother with Bar Fire. I shouldn't need it. Well, I guess. I do have a gear swap for Bar Fire, but I forgot my Clerics pants in my Mog house, so I'll worry about that later. Yes, there we are. No problem. And he's using Bomb Toss. Let's wait for it. Okay, I didn't want him to drop it. Alright, switch to my Hexastrike gear. Apply Hexastrike. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there. Anyway, in the first video, I had maybe 2 club merits, and I didn't even have critical hit merits then. Now I have a full stock club merit, and I also have 4 out of 4 critical hit rate merits, plus my Morgenstern unlocked giving me 6%, so I have a 10% critical hit chance now. So I think I'm doing pretty good nowadays. You know, like I said before, my gear and my merits back then were fine. I just didn't have a whole lot of combat gear because there wasn't a lot available to me back then. Now I have a lot of it, and you can clearly see that I'm doing better. Heck, I can solo tough sharks in sea with relative ease. And just the other day, I soloed a tough orc ranger in the past, where the mobs fight a lot harder than what they actually rate. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I even have sages to vouch for me on that. So, yeah. Extra strike. Switch stack. Yay, he didn't drop the bomb again. Alright. And anyways, in the last video, if the guy would have watched that commented on the video that didn't read the description, he would have noticed that I did not use my 2-hour like he said that I did. And I was not sub-black mage, I was sub-red mage. Like right now I'm sub-scholar. And such like that. He also mentioned that he knows a white mage that can kill a decent challenge in under 4 minutes without buffs. While that may be true, decent challenge is just a rating. It differs from mob to mob. Obviously, goblins fight harder than, say, a rarib. If I were to fight a decent challenge rabbit or something, you know, it wouldn't take near as long to kill as, say, the goblin would. So, I mean, you know, it's all according to what type of mob you're fighting, as well as, you know, what gear you're using. And once again, I just now proved that I can do it without using Ninja Sub or Genbu's Shield, with a Scholar Sub, and I didn't even use Sublimation like I had originally planned. So, I mean, there you are. It's, you know, it's kind of silly that people can't seem to learn to read, you know, and, it just bugs me. So, yeah. I didn't want to have to make this video, but I guess I had no other choice. Well, oh yes, as you can see, once again, I have full club merits. I even have full Great Katana merits for my samurai that I rarely use. My shield skill is capped. That's a new development. Awesome. I didn't realize I had capped it. I must have done that when I fought the York the other day. That's nice. So, as you can see there, I have my merits now. I have pretty much everything that I need. I'm doing pretty well. And for those who say my gear looks nasty as far as my blessed gear, if you haven't noticed, haste plus 2%, haste plus 3%, haste plus 5%. That's 10% right there, on top of the Wallerah turban that has 5% haste. So the way I see it is the guy who commented on my video did not have a clue. He also said Final Fantasy XI's been out for 7 years. Yeah, right. You know, it's barely been out for 6 years as far as I know, and I've been playing for 4 to 5 years, so I think I know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I will probably do a full Let's Discuss on this topic later on. Right now, this is all I wanted to do. Hopefully it turns out okay. So anyway, guys, this has been White Mage Serenia signing off of this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon with my Let's Plays, hopefully. Have a nice day, everyone, and thanks so much for watching.